Hello, Ophiuchus. Welcome to the very first video of your very own brand new channel. Welcome to Tarot Echoes, voice of Ophiuchus, and welcome to this full moon in Scorpio. Yes, welcome in, guys. My name is Eric. If you are new to me, if you're new to this channel, hello. It is very, very, very nice to meet you. And if you are not new to me, if you are part of the gang, hey guys, it's good to see you. So I'm not going to I'm gonna try and stay on topic here, okay? If you're new to me, you'll learn I tend to zip around. And this is not meant to be an official intro video for the channel. I do have intentions of recording one of those later on, but there are some things that I just want to preface before we get into the actual session here today. First thing is, the main reason why this is your first reading is because when I first looked into the astrology, while I was looking and doing my own studies, I first hit the energy of the new moon, of the full moon, which is happening on June 3rd of 2023. This full moon. At first I thought it was going to be in Ophiucus, in your sign of Ophiucus, and I got super, super excited because I was like, holy shit, I'm planning this brand new channel for Ophiucus, and it's right around the time that we have a full moon in Ophiucus. I have got to do a reading for Ophiucus for their channel, for the first reading during their full moon, right? Because an Ophiucus full moon is pretty rare. I mean, you don't necessarily hear about it all that often, let alone are you consciously aware of it? You know what I mean? Especially since Ophiuchus is such a new entity in the collective consciousness right now, people wouldn't even think, oh, hey, since that's there, then we could have a full moon there, right? Okay, so that was the reason why I was all like, ooh, I've got to do this reading for their first reading. But then, of course, upon further investigation, I realized that it's not actually in Ophiuchus. This full moon is actually in Scorpio. But here's another thing that I want to say. In terms of the direction of this channel that I have in mind, again, I'm gonna do a whole other intro video, but in terms of the direction of this channel, I wanna look at everyone, all of the Ophiucans. So yes, we have sun, moon, and rising. Those are gonna be the big focuses here, but any Ophiuchus placement that you have is what I wanna incorporate into this. So if you're finding yourself here and you have an Ophiuchus placement, but it's not your sun, moon, and rising, but you still want to get messages for that Ophiuchus placement, I encourage you to stay connected to this channel, because there are going to be more videos and more readings for you, because this channel is intended to channel all of Ophiuchus, since we really don't have much of a Ophiucan focus, especially when it comes to energy reading and tarot readings in the collective. Okay, so there's that. But but also in this Ophiuchus situation, Ophiuchus, if you're familiar with this, and again, we're going to talk about this in depth in another video, but if you're familiar with this, Ophiuchus is in between Scorpio and Sagittarius. And if you've done any sort of research on Ophiuchus, and specifically looked into how other astrologers interpret Ophiucan or Ophiuchus energy, you may have come across certain individuals who feel like Ophiuchus is more strongly tied to Scorpio energy. Scorpio and Ophiuchus energy are very similar, and as I've been working with Ophiuchus energy, I have noticed that Scorpio energy has more of an affinity with Ophiuchus than maybe Sagittarius does. But that doesn't mean that Sagittarius isn't a part of Ophiuchus. Sagittarian energy still can be found within Ophiuchus, but within my work, and maybe with my experience as a reader, I've just attracted more Scorpionic energy, because I do have a personal affinity for Scorpio or Scorpionic energy. Scorpio is a brother or sister of mine, ruled also by Mars, but of course, I'm an Aries, so I'm ruled by Mars, but of course, Scorpio is officially ruled by Pluto, but also has a strong tie to Mars. So I have a strong affinity with Scorpio or Scorpionic energy. So I think that's why I may attract more individuals in the Ophiuchus collective on the Scorpio side, okay? But there is a Sagittarius side, and I'll get into the definitions of both of those in another video. But this is another reason why I feel so strongly that this should be your first reading on your channel here because of the strong ties between Ophiuchus and Scorpio, okay? Now, I don't want to get into the depth of that. Again, stay tuned. We'll talk about that in another reading. So in this session, you guys, what we're going to do is we're going to look at the energies for the constellation, the sign, the energy of Ophiuchus. Because again, remember, this is an Ophiuchus channel, okay? And I do have some notes here that I want to talk about. Now, there's going to be a first part of this session where we're going to talk about it from the astrology point of view, and there are certain things that I want to point out in the astrology that could have a really serious effect on all of you, really, if you resonate with Ophiuchus and even Scorpio energy, especially if you find yourself more on the Scorpio side of Ophiuchus than Sagittarius. And in short, at this point, in layman's terms, we'll say if you feel that you resonate energetically more, you feel more closely tied, you feel more energetically resonant to Scorpio than you do Sagittarius, then you may be more physically, emotionally, spiritually affected by this full moon, even though ironically in tropical astrology it is in Sagittarius. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Anyway, sorry guys, I go on tangents like this. Here we go. So two sides to this video. The first side is going to be talking about the astrology. Now that's going to be most applicable to my Ophiuchus risings, okay? Because when we're talking about the placements, the actual placement of the planets in the houses, that's going to be relevant to Ophiuchus. You see how I keep wanting to say either Sagittarius or Scorpio? No, Ophiuchus. For my Ophiuchus risings, that's going to be 100% accurate because you have this same chart in terms of having a rising sign, because I'm looking at this from an Ophiuchus rising sign or rising chart. But even if you have a Ophiuchus sun or moon or whatever placement, but especially sun and also maybe moon, this part of the astrology talk about it, which I am going to pull cards with too, but this part will have chances of being most relevant to you in terms of the astrology. Second half, we're going to just pull cards, pull energies, messages for Ophiuchus for this full moon, okay? Big collective energy for the collective Ophiuchus. And even if you don't have an Ophiuchus rising or even say a sun or a moon or something like that, that energy could still resonate for you in that part of the reading too, okay? Excellent, guys. Let's get into this here. All right, so astrology. Now, in terms of this full moon, again, this full moon is going to be in the constellation of Scorpio. Now, this is True Sidereal Astrology. I'll get into that in another video. Let's just talk about this full moon energy, okay? True Sidereal Astrology. The full moon, the moon is in the constellation of Scorpio, while the sun is in the exact opposite of Taurus. Now that doesn't always happen when it comes to full moons in this system of True Sidereal Astrology, but we'll dissect that in another video. I'll explain to you why. This time, however, it just so happens to be the exact opposite, where the moon is in Scorpio and the sun is in Taurus. Now, for my Ophiuchus risings, for this astrology part of the situation, this full moon is going to be in your 12th house. The full moon is in Scorpio in your 12th house, while the sun is in Taurus in your 6th house, okay? So, a number of points that I want to talk about here in terms of this, that being one of them, okay? This is a 12th house activation for you. And the very first things, Ophiuchus, that comes up here, and maybe even Scorpio, okay? So maybe you have a Scorpio placement as well as an Ophiuchus placement. But the main thing that's coming through with this 12th house energy, with this moon being in Scorpio in your 12th house, this is something about family for some of you, okay? Or deeply rooted in energies of family. I'm hearing narcissistic families type of energies, all right? Now this moon energy in Scorpio, which is all about deep discovery, deep depths, I feel like some of you with Scorpio being in your 12th house may even potentially be the ruler of your 12th house as an Ophiuchus rising. In terms of this system, again, I'll explain that all in another video, but somebody here have really deep, dark secrets, deep, dark pasts when it comes to your family, okay? And what this full moon may be bringing up for some of you out here who resonate with this part of the message, with the sun being in the 6th house here, 6th house is self-care, ruled by Virgo. It's the sign, it's the energy of nurturance, of nurturing others, of being a caregiver. It's ruled by Mercury. But for somehow here, something for some of you in terms of your family is being brought to focus in terms of how it is you treat yourself. How it is you care for yourself. Some of maybe the detrimental, self-destructive habits that you may have developed because of this negative family experience earlier in life that are coming up for you now, okay? And if this doesn't resonate for you in the energy of family secrets or something like that, something having to do with your childhood or maybe the way you grew up, with this moon in Scorpio energy, the sign, a constellation of Scorpio is all about uncovering things. It's all about death and transformation. It's also about sexuality and creativity in terms of sexuality in that way. Some of you are discovering new forms of sexuality, new ways to enjoy yourself sexually. Some of you are even opening up to a greater sense of sexuality to begin with. Some of you maybe have lived very chaste lives, and you may be opening up to that. That's coming through here. But also, it really, in whatever this is for you, the full moon being in Scorpio is a really great way to uncover some depths, uncover some truths, you guys. And what I was picking up on initially when I was starting to channel your energy for this full moon, I was hearing deep self-reflection, or something's around the lines of deep self-reflection, okay? So this is a really good time period or energy period to really self-reflect. And I want to mention this video is being recorded on the day of the full moon, which is June 3rd of 2023. Most of you are going to be seeing this video long after this full moon has actually happened. But what I will say for you is, if you are still seeing this video and watching it and it's all resonating for you, or bits and pieces are resonating for you, and it's still well after this full moon, which happened on June 3rd of 2023, then that simply means that the energy of the full moon opened up this portal, this gateway for you, for this energetic change or this energetic circumstance I'm hearing to happen or to come about. So regardless as to whenever you are seeing this message, when it is resonating for you, it is relevant for you at that time, meaning you have the ability to gain the access to the wisdom of the information that this has to offer you, that this doorway, that this portal that opened up during this full moon cycle has for you, the information that it has for you, the knowledge, the new experience, whatnot, whatever. Okay, so also keep in mind that like I was saying, I was hearing deep self-reflection when I was beginning to channel your energy for this full moon. So again, regardless as to whenever you're watching this, really use whatever is being triggered for you, whatever this is feeling like for you, whatever is bringing to focus for you, whatever it's bringing to your mind, to your understanding, whatever this is triggering for you. Take some time to do some real deep self-reflection on it, okay? To uncover the mysteries, to understand what's going on. Now, when I focus on the energy or the fact that the moon is in the 12th house, really, you guys, all that I'm getting is like family issues, deep family issues. That may be an overall overarching energy for all of Ophiuchus. I don't know. Take it as it resonates. If that resonates for you, just place it. Take it however it resonates for you, okay? Now, opposing that, which is making this phenomena of the full moon, is the sun, which is in Taurus in the 6th house. And the sun, now, first of all, I want to say Taurus is in the 6th house. This is an excellent thing because Taurus is an earth sign, and the 6th house is also ruled by an earth sign. Taurus is sister sign of Virgo. Okay, so this is where the 6th house gets the energies of well, first of all, the 6th house is ruled by Mercury because of this Virgo tie. Mercury rules Virgo, okay? We do have the Knight of Swords that has come out here. I'm going to be pulling cards as I talk about these astrological aspects, and then we're going to get to the other half, and I'm just going to pull for energies, for messages. Anyway, Knight of Swords. We do have the Knight of Swords here. I am picking up on mercurial energy, all right? Now we are talking about the 6th house. 6th house is ruled by Mercury and Virgo, okay? And first thing I'm getting here is there's communication that needs to be had. Something needs to be said, Ophiuchus. And that's what's being, for some of you, that's what's being triggered here. And why that's being triggered is because you are coming to an understanding, generally speaking, what's happening is, Ophiuchus, you are coming to an understanding of how you can take better care of yourself, how you can provide a better sense of stability. I'm hearing sobriety. I'm also hearing for some of you, yes, that's right. Because the other thing that I was picking up on with the 12th house, Moon in Pisces energies. Overall, for everybody here, there may be a tendency to overindulge in substances, even whereas you may be the type of person to abstain. Like I'm literally about to light my cigarette right here as I'm talking about this, okay? I mean, like case in point, right? There's a specific message for some of you in terms of this this full moon in the 12th house of Pisces. Of the 12th house of Pisces, yes, but in Scorpio. Some of you that may have some sort of substance abuse issues, substance abuse problems, you may be able to get to the bottom of why you are still struggling with this or why you are struggling with it at all, okay? For some of you, you are uncovering some sort of deep, dark family history, whether that's personal that involved you, or it's something that's been carrying over in your lineage, in your ancestry. Some of you were born with these really strong substance abuse issues of which you don't know where they came from because you really have no reason. You may, technically speaking, you may really have no reason to have this substance abuse problem because you didn't suffer any real trauma in your life to create it. This is past life. This is ancestral. This is something that's carrying over. You may find yourself to be an ancestral curse breaker. That is a very strong energy for the Ophiuchus collective in this time period. We are individuals who identify with Ophiuchus energy, and even though I don't identify with it as in having it in my personal planets, I do have a generational placement, which is both Saturn and Uranus in Ophiuchus. So I feel a very strong tie on a big collective universal level when it comes to the constellation, to the energy of Ophiuchus. So it makes perfect sense as to why I could channel the energies for the Ophiuchus collective. Okay, great. Where was I going with this? Shit. Sorry guys, I do this every once in a while. But we're talking about Ophiuchus here. We're talking about 6th house. Needing to communicate. So some of you are starting to get a deeper understanding of these familial ties, but oh no, I was talking about the substance abuse. Someone here may really be able to get to the bottom of your substance abuse issues. Deeply uncovering the reasons as to why you have these issues and communicating about them, communicating about the problem, okay? Okay, yeah, that's better. All right, but be careful though, because this communication can be a little bit volatile, okay? Now, so then we're also, so taking better care of yourself. So then also some of this substance abuse issues could be deeply rooted in your family. Some ways that, I'm hearing specifically, some ways that you've learned to express yourself due to the way that your family has treated you or due to family circumstances, familial circumstances. Overall energy for this full moon in Scorpio Ophiuchus for you, which is technically for Ophiuchus rising, is in your 12th house. There is an overall overwhelming energy, Ophiuchus, of fighting back for yourself. Knight of Swords to the Ace of Cups. Finally, oh, I don't want to do this then. Okay, finally fighting back, defending yourself, standing up against enemies, standing up against those who would oppose you, standing up against those who would challenge your inner peace, I'm hearing, and subsequently walking away from those situations, okay? Having the audacity, okay, I'm hearing it this way. And if this is coming across in a condescending manner to you, then this would be the perspective of people or individuals. I'm also hearing institutions and individuals that you would be leaving behind and or walking away from. But you are the Knight of Swords with the Ace of Cups to the Eight of Cups is somebody here having the audacity to stand up for themselves and walk away. Why? Because they love themselves or they have a sense of self-respect. Even though it may be hurting them in the process. 5 of Cups. But you know what I'm feeling here, Ophiuchus? Yeah, this 5 of Cups energy may be here, but what I'm feeling is that you are so very done feeling. You're so very done with feeling like this. So you may still be feeling 5 of Cups energy as you are severing ties because you love yourself and subsequently walking away. But that doesn't mean that this 5 of Cups energy is holding you back at all because you are in your Queen of Wands alignment. Fuck yeah, Ophiuchus. Look at that. Underneath this 5 of Cups energy is the Queen of Wands to the 6 of Wands. This is absolutely why this 5 of Cups, this regret, this doubt, this fear, this shame even that may have once overwhelmed you, no longer has any effect on you because you are in a greater alignment for yourself. And any sort of illusions that they put up, that these individuals or institutionalized energies that you are walking away from, whatever sort of illusions that they are putting up in front of you have been and even will be in the future, you are recognizing those as battle tactics. You are recognizing those as situations, circumstances, energies that you just don't want to be fucking with. Five of Swords. So you're not even going to fight back against it because why? You have a new alignment, Page of Wands, and you have a new vision as to where you're going. And you have new things I'm getting with this Three of Wands energy here too. Page of Wands to the Three of Wands after this Five of Swords. You have a new alignment, Ophiuchus. You have a new vision. You have a new way that you want to move forward. You have new things, specifically I'm hearing you have new things that you want to be investing in. And that is all because your heart is open here. Knight of Cups, and that is absolutely opening up the doors for you. Eight of Wands, okay? So whatever it is you are uncovering here, Ophiuchus, whatever it is that this deep discovery is for you, I highly encourage you to really do your best to not only look into it, but continue to look into it, okay? With the moon being, especially for my Ophiuchus risings, with the moon being in your 12th house, in this constellation of Scorpio, that could really amp up your intuitive energies, okay? Your intuitive perception. It could really increase the chances for those of you that really look at things from a logical standpoint. This energy of the full moon in Scorpio, okay, which is a water sign, in the 12th house, which is ruled by Pisces, the deepest of the water signs, okay? Sometimes maybe most intuitive, most psychically active. This means that your subconscious energies could be energized, ramped up by this double water, but deeply intra-perspective energies of Scorpio and Pisces. I hope that's making sense. Okay, so what I say all that to say here, Ophiuchus, you could really use this energy to get down, really deep down and dirty, to the depths, to the bottom of things. Or maybe if you can't actually reach the bottom, at least go deeper than you've ever been able to in the past. Okay, to uncover the most for yourself, to give yourself the most advantage on how it is you can achieve your goals. Okay, now see, this is taking me to the next point that I've been wanting to talk about here for you guys in terms of this. We're still in the astrology. There are quite a few points. I'm not sure if I'm going to talk about anything, but the next point I'm going to is the North Node. Okay. Now, I do have, well, it's Jupiter and the North Node. And I do have a video on my main channel, which is Divine Conversations. I'm going to try my best to remember to link that video to you guys here. As of the moment of this full moon, which is June 3rd of 2023, Jupiter and the North Node are in the throes of their conjunction. Jupiter is in the process of now moving away from the North Node, but it's still going to take some time. Jupiter moves pretty slow. So Jupiter and the North Node conjunction, this is happening in the early stages of Aries, and I've been talking a lot on my main channel and other readings. I've been talking a lot about this Aries energy because there are actually a lot of constellations or a lot of stars, planets that are in the constellation of Aries right now. We do have the North Node, Jupiter, Mercury, and Uranus, at least at the time of the recording of this video of when this energy is happening. There is a strong Aryan energy for the collective right now, universally, generationally, has been, with Uranus making a long extended transit throughout the constellation of Aries. But now Jupiter has recently joined Uranus in Aries, and now at this moment of this full moon, Ophiuchus, we have a conjunction between Jupiter and the North Node, and that really is helping to ramp up collectively. It's ramping up our sense of personal alignment, how it is we may not have been in alignment with ourselves, how it is we may not have been honoring ourselves, being more self-reflective. I'm hearing the North Node is your sense of spiritual direction, and for many of us here that are really being affected by this energy, there's a sense of spiritual awakening. it's like Jupiter is illuminating your spiritual path for you. If you illuminating it, if you haven't been on it at all, it's completely illuminating it for you. If you've already been on it and you've been doing your work, Jupiter is now illuminating that much more of your spiritual path to you. Like it's gifting you with greater power, more of an experience, more of an immersive experience, or it is providing you with, showering you, I'm hearing it, great abundance in terms of the work you've already done, the work you've already accomplished. I'm feeling like for those of us in the collective, whether you identify with Ophiuchus energy or not, universally, the greater collective, I feel like those of us that have really been working on our spiritual paths are really being rewarded by Jupiter conjuncting with the North Node. If you've really been working on your North Node energies, this conjunction with Jupiter is really helping to expand the abundance and the gifts that you receive in return for all the work that you've been doing, all the spiritual activity you've been going through, okay? That's pretty significant. All right, now the other significant thing here is that Uranus and Mercury are about to go conjunct within the next few days. Uranus and Mercury are going to go conjunct. So that means, I want to say I'm hearing 3rd, 4th, and 5th, and I could animate this, but I don't want to do that right now. But what I'm hearing is 3rd, 4th, and 5th of June, we'll have this conjunction between Mercury and Uranus. That could throw some individuals into serious mania, I'm hearing. I was picking up on some stuff, but with that before, but the main thing that I remember right now about it is some sort of mania. And what's coming through here though is the star, Aquarian energy. Now Uranus is officially the ruler of Aquarius. There's something here, Ophiuchus, about this full moon helping you and all of these energies, like the conjunction between, right now specifically, I'm talking about the conjunction between Mercury and Uranus. There's something here, Ophiuchus, about you being able to uncover a greater way of going about your spiritual journey, getting in stronger alignment with who it is you are, what it is that you want. With the conjunction between Mercury and Uranus, I feel like you're going to have a heightened sense of awareness. You're going to be able to learn something better. I feel like your mind is going to be opened, expanded so much that some sort of abstract, super abstract way of doing things could just dawn on you out of nowhere, on how you can change your circumstances, I'm hearing, or how you can go about achieving your dreams, the star, okay? Talk about this conjunction between Uranus and Mercury for Ophiuchus. As you can see, I am channeling like crazy because my nose is itching. We did just get here the King of Wands in reverse. This kind of makes sense. Talk about this King of Wands in reverse for Ophiuchus, please. Your sense of direction. I feel like the energy that I'm getting from this King of Wands in reverse, Ophiuchus, is one of recalibration. Changing your direction, recalibrating your compass, renegotiating your goals. I'm hearing renegotiating your terms. Some of you may be renegotiating greater contractual circumstances for yourself. Maybe this full moon, the deeply intuitive energies of this full moon may help you understand a greater way that you can structure a business, go about a business plan, organize a partnership, come to greater terms, or reorganize your terms with a partnership. Okay, but either way, however this resonates for you, what it feels like here is someone doesn't want to move forward with a certain situation until the alignment is right, whether you're conscious of this, Ophiuchus, or not. Some of you, it's consciously like, yeah, I see what the problem here is, and I'm not budging until I get X, Y, and Z. Whether that's good or bad, I don't know. Some of you may be on that narcissistic side. Some of you may be dealing with someone who is suffering some sort of narcissistic expression right here, right now, and are kind of demanding things that are unreasonable in some cases for you, okay? That King of Wands in reverse could represent that. If it resonates for you, take it. But the King of Wands also, generally speaking, just feels like someone kind of digging their heels in, but not wanting to move forward for something. Doesn't mean that they're expressing some sort of suffering from some sort of narcissistic expression. No, there could be very legitimate reasons, or so you could be conscious of those legitimate reasons, or subconsciously you just may not be, or energetically you may be blocked from moving forward because something energetically is just not lining up. Is not giving you the proper circumstances for that window of opportunity, for that doorway to open up for the King of Wands to then take his action, okay? So, okay, tell us more about the King of Wands reversed for Ophiuchus. Okay, here's the Sun. We have Leo energy now. We have double Leo energy. King of Wands does officially represent Leo in the court cards, but he could also represent any fire sign. But then the Sun also represents Leo. Okay, so officially we do have Leo energy, double Leo energy. That takes me to the 5th house. And actually, that's what we're talking. No, actually, we're not. We are talking about Uranus and Mercury, but which are in the 6th house for you, which is exactly where your Sun is. Okay, so even though, again, Ophiuchus rising, even though you have you have Mercury and Uranus going conjunct in Aries for you, Ophiuchus rising, that is still happening in the 6th house, where the Sun is also in the 6th house, but the Sun is at the end stages of the 6th house in Taurus. Okay. Oh, I never finished that. I'm sorry, I'm jumping around, but I'm trying to channel these messages as best I can for you guys. All right. But this is tying to this energy of Uranus and Mercury. Please stay with me if you can. You have the King of Wands reversed with the Sun. I feel like, yes, this full moon energy, Ophiuchus, is allowing you to come to a deeper understanding of how it is you can go about getting what it is that you want. Getting into greater alignment with that, which would be the responsibility of the Queen of Wands, okay? The King of Wands takes action. The King of Wands is the masculine. The Queen of Wands does the energetic aligning work to allow things to come to her, right? That's the feminine side of the situation. And then the king takes the action once the situation finds its way in his realm, right? Which is what the queen has attracted. Okay, good. I'm glad we're on the same page there. You have been unable to move, but illumination is coming. And this is something that you really, truly dream of. This could be love. This could be a business. I am feeling strong entrepreneurial endeavors, whatever that would be for you. It really could be anything, Ophiuchus, whatever it is you dream of. Anything else for the King of Wands reverse? Yes, see, the Chariot. Okay, anything else for the King of Wands reverse for Ophiuchus for this? And yeah, in terms of, so like I was saying, let's tie it back to, see, we're coming back full circle, Ophiuchus. Like I was saying, Uranus conjunct with Mercury is opening a doorway, is opening a gateway, is opening a pathway for you, Ophiuchus, to try and figure something out. If you have been having trouble getting something off the ground, taking action towards something, achieving a certain goal, the conjunction between Mercury, which is representative of your mind, intelligence, it rules the 6th house, which is where it is for you, okay? And then Uranus, which is a wildly, greatly, massively transformative energy, revolution, all kinds of technologically advanced type of energy. Think about it. Uranus rules Aquarius. Aquarius is all about technology and communication and all that kind of stuff, right? Well, Uranus is that genius mind that figures out the technology. So with the genius universal mind of Uranus conjuncting with your personal or the personal mind of the human with Mercury, there is so much creative potential for you to revolutionize something, to figure something out, to have some sort of epiphany, some sort of aha moments. And this is happening in Aries, which is the sign of the self. So personal self-reflection. Use this full moon to reflect on ways that you can revolutionize your life, ways that you can revolutionize how you are taking better or greater care of yourself. Okay, with Uranus, Mercury, and the Sun, who is opposing the moon right now, all in your 6th house, which is the house of care, self-care, okay, care for others, nurturance, learning, yes, ruled by Virgo. This is the 6th house, is the house of your routines, okay, for better or for worse. Oh my God, my nose is itching so bad. Okay, routines for better or for worse, okay? So what does this full moon potential have for you? A way to figure something out. Okay, you have the star, whatever it is you've been dreaming of. With the King of Wands in reverse, you haven't been able to take action, but what I'm feeling here, Ophiuchus, is you haven't known how to take action. Even though you may have tried certain things, at this point it feels like some of you are out of options. You've exhausted all your options. You are flabbergasted. You could be deemed as an expert in this field, but for some reason, all of your efforts have not worked out. And you're at this point like, I don't know what the fuck to do. Something is about to happen. There's some sort of illumination that's going to come through for you in terms of this situation that's going to set you on the right path. The Sun to the Chariot to Judgment. For some of you, this is a judgment call. You may be changing your path completely, okay? This revolutionary energy, this expansive energy of Jupiter, which is conjuncting with the North Node in the sign of Aries, now in your 5th house. For you, Ophiuchus, this being the 5th house ruled by the Sun, this is personal self-expression. Jupiter is expanding the viewpoint of your North Node with its conjunction, with their conjunction together. So with this happening, there is a great universal sense of getting back on our spiritual path. The Sun, the Chariot, and Judgment. Okay? And because this is happening in Aries, Ophiuchus, and which is the sign of the self, the personal self, it's the first sign of the zodiac. And for my Ophiuchus risings, this conjunction between Jupiter and the North Node, which is illuminating your path. This is why I'm saying if you haven't been on it, it's showing you your path for the first time, potentially. If you have been on it, it's expanding your abundance. It's rewarding you for the work that you've done, okay? This is happening in your 5th house, and this is the house of personal self-expression. And this is also happening in Aries, which is the sign of the self, the individual. So there is great illumination, great expansion on how you can achieve your goals, I'm hearing, Ophiuchus, where you haven't been able to in the past. The King of Wands is reversed. He's blocked. He's been failing. He's been unsuccessful, however you want to say it. Great illumination can come from this if you tap into these energies. And then tap into the 6th house energy of where Uranus and Mercury are conjuncting, where you can revolutionize, create some sort of change, reach some sort of solution, sever some sort of ties somehow. Knight of Swords is your overall energy here. Air energy, so yes, Aquarius, but technically the Knight of Swords would represent Gemini, but it does represent air energy, so that would be Aquarius, Uranus. I do feel like there are energies of needing to sever ties. There is something that needs to be said. Aquarius is absolutely all about communication, so is Uranus, so okay, so is Mercury, okay. But you tap into the conjunction between the great genius universal mind and the personal mind to revolutionize some way of going about things. That is, however, it's being illuminated for you with the big expansion of Jupiter and Uranus, and excuse me, Jupiter in the North Node. Okay. Okay, guys. I think that was it for that part of the situation. I am going to pause for a second. It feels like I have cat hair all over my face, and now it feels like it's in my mouth. So I'm gonna go collect myself for a moment, and we're gonna get into more general messages for the Ophiuchus collective, and maybe even into some love messages for you, yeah? Pause for just a second. Okay, guys. So I went and handled some stuff, right? And it stopped. And then as soon as I sat down and like moments before I was about to press play or record again, but the itch started up again, but it's okay. We're gonna ride it out. So welcome to the second half of your reading, your session here, Ophiuchus, for this full moon in Scorpio. Yes, now this is a general part of, this is just a general card pull and energetic pull. It does not matter if you're a sun, moon, rising, Venus, Mars, Mercury, Jupiter, like what it does not, well, I'm focusing on the main 5 planets, right? The 5 personal planets. So that's the sun, moon, Mars, Mercury, Venus, right? Okay, those placements. But of course we do have sun, moon, and rising that are going to be very strongly associated with this energy. But you could have any one of those placements and still find messages here for you, okay? And this is potentially going to be split into 2 sections. We're going to do a general card pull, however many messages, whatever messages need to come through in terms of this full moon for you. And then we're going to do love, specifically if love doesn't come out in the general, okay? There we go. All right, Ophiuchus, let's give this 5 shuffles. What messages do you have for Ophiuchus, please, Spirit? And this full moon in Scorpio. Now keep in mind, guys, this is being recorded on the day of the full moon, which is June 3rd of 2023, and you are most likely going to be watching this after the actual day of the full moon. But if this energy is relevant to you, then this just means that whatever was happened during this time, it was activated for you, and now you are receiving the messages because you are ready for them. One last shuffle for my Ophiuchus here, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, all placements. The energy of Ophiuchus, what messages do you have for Ophiuchus? Full Moon in Scorpio. Okay, we do have the moon. The first card out for you, Ophiuchus, is the moon in reverse, revealing something. Excuse me. Okay, something literally that has been hidden from you is going to be revealed, is going to be surfacing. Although specifically, I'm hearing something is going to be resurfacing for you, Ophiuchus. Definitely with this, I'm picking up on the scorpionic energy. The scorpionic influence of this full moon is going to help you uncover something. Again, like I said in the beginning of this, in the astrology version section of this session, uncovering some sort of deep, dark family history, family secret, family lineage, okay? This could be even discovering you have siblings from another father or another mother. Who knows? I mean, yes, it doesn't matter. It's something like that, okay? Discovering something taboo even. All right, with this scorpionic energy, the moon in reverse. But what's this moon in reverse for Scorpio, for this full moon in Scorpio? For Ophiuchus. Full moon in Scorpio for Ophiuchus here. Next, we have the Hierophant. Yeah, ooh, wait, ooh, the Tower. Yikes. There is a very strong self-respect type of energy here going on for you, Ophiuchus. Again, deep family things. Deep family things. Shit. Yeah, there's one more card though. Okay. I got it. Okay, so general message for Ophiuchus for this full moon. Like I was saying, the full moon, again, if you didn't watch the beginning, the astrology part of this, because you're like say you're not an Ophiuchus rising, if you are an Ophiuchus rising, and this would affect the whole general sign of Ophiuchus, so that makes sense why it would affecting everybody. But this full moon is in the 12th house for Ophiuchus in Scorpio, okay? Now, that's double water energy, double water influence, because the 12th house is ruled by Pisces, which is another water sign, and then Scorpio, the moon is in the constellation of Scorpio, okay? But strong scorpionic influence, and what I was picking up on specifically with this being in the 12th house of Pisces, I'm picking up on family situations, because the 12th house is all about collective, okay? It's about spirituality, is about oneness with God. It can be seen as the house of God in many respects, but even that still can be the family unit, the greater collective of the family unit. And there's also a danger with this Piscean 12th house energy of getting lost in the sauce in terms of the family or the collective here. And so what I'm picking up on, even when I was just looking at the chart, I was still picking up on strong family situations. And what we have here is the 10 of Cups. This is that 12th house Piscean family influence, okay? And the emotional ties that come with it. Now, here's the thing. Something is being revealed, okay, Ophiuchus? This full moon energy being with it straddling your 12th house and your 6th house. The energies of the 12th house and the 6th house for the sign of Ophiuchus. There is a strong feeling here, Ophiuchus, of you kind of identifying yourself also with this 5th house influence of Jupiter and Uranus being conjunct in the 5th house for Ophiuchus. There is a strong sense of coming into a sense of your own personal will. Something is being revealed here that is allowing you to set the record straight, set new boundaries, set new rules for your life. The Hierophant. There is a strong energy, Ophiuchus, of learning about or discovering new ways to better care for and or nurture yourself, because the sun is in the 6th house for you, ruled in Taurus, yes, which is a strong, steady earth sign, a fixed sign, but the 6th house is also ruled by Virgo. The 6th house is all about your routines, your health and wellness, for better or for worse. And that's not just your physical health, even though Virgo is an earth sign, so it would absolutely represent your physical health. But we could also be talking about spiritual and mental and emotional health here too, right? Something is being uncovered, Ophiuchus, and your personal sense of governance, the Hierophant. This is how I see the Hierophant sometimes, how I've been seeing the Hierophant for the collective lately. It's not about the institutions of the physical world. It's about your own institution, your own governance system. It's not about the government of the physical world and how that's ruled and regulated. No, it's about your own governance system and what you say does or does not fly or does not go in your life. right? Holding energetic boundaries for yourself to keep toxic situations, low vibrational situations out of your energetic vicinity, right? That's what the Hierophant represents here for you. And somebody is going to be standing up for this, and it's creating a tower moment. It's creating a massive change. Scorpionic energy here with this tower. Okay, also Aries energy with the tower, because the tower does represent Mars energy. It also can represent Plutonic energy, okay? Pluto rules Scorpio officially, but Mars also officially rules Aries and used to rule Scorpio. Okay, I have an affinity for Scorpio energy because I'm an Aries. I am ruled by Mars, right? I'm sorry, did I say Scorpio was ruled by Aries? Scorpio was ruled by Mars. It used to be ruled by Mars, okay. Anyway. So, Mars energy, Aries energy, Scorpio energy, Pluto energy, Scorpio in the death and destruction, transformation, and subsequent rebirth. But I'm also picking up on Martian Aries energy in terms of Jupiter conjuncting with your North Node, expanding how you may not have been honoring yourself, okay? There's Mars energy coming through with this tower because I feel like somebody is actually consciously tearing the tower down here, okay? Because next what we have is the 10 of Cups to the 7 of Wands. Somebody is putting up some serious boundaries in terms of family and or relatives, loved ones, people that they once respected, people that they once had strong emotional ties to, that those ties are no longer as strong. And they're doing this, they're putting up these boundaries in order to keep a sense of peace. They've found a sense of balance within themselves. The 4 of Wands. This 4 of Wands represents unity. It does represent marriage. It does represent foundations. But what I'm picking up on here for you, Ophiuchus, is this is somebody here has found a personal sense, a new, greater sense of personal foundation, which is allowing them to put up these boundaries to begin with, against these family members, or against these familial ties, or against these strong emotional, collectively emotional ties. Okay, and someone here has a brand new sense of direction. 3 of Wands. They're looking, this person you are looking to, are willing to, are investigating, are trying to, are desperate to, in some cases, invest in new and better and greater things. So overall, what does that mean for you, Ophiuchus? That means that this full moon is helping you to uncover the things that it is you need to see to make the changes that are best within your greatest alignment. That's what Jupiter and the North Node are bringing to the full collective, not just the sign of Ophiuchus. Okay? Especially my Aries out there, right? And I'm an Aries sun, so like, all this energy between Uranus being in Aries, conjuncting with Mercury. If this is intriguing you, I'm talking about the astrology here. If this is interesting you and you didn't watch the first half of this video, go watch it, because I talk about all this. But with Uranus conjuncting Mercury in Aries and also Jupiter conjuncting the North Node in Aries, there's a whole lot of focus on the self collectively right now. A whole lot of revolutionizing your life, your surroundings, your universe to greater reflect the you that you naturally and truly are. That's what Uranus has been bringing to us as he has been transiting through the constellation of Aries over the last, like, say, 2 years. Great self-revolutionization. And that is also why some of you are finding yourselves here on this channel investigating or interested in, intrigued in seeing more or looking more into this energy, the sign of Ophiuchus. Because this transit that Uranus has been making through the constellation of Aries for all of us has been influencing us to change, to revolutionize ourselves, to uncover greater truths about ourselves, to uncover greater senses of authenticity in ourselves. And for you, Ophiuchus rising specifically, because Jupiter and the North Node are conjuncting in your 5th house, that is personal self-expression right there, ruled by Leo, ruled by the sun, which is opposing the moon right now, which is giving us this greater clarity. Are you making this? Are you seeing the connections? Even if you're not an Ophiuchus rising, this is how this is affecting the energy of Ophiuchus right now. And Spirit just wanted me to add this little dig in there, how it has been for centuries, how it has been affecting the constellation, the sign, the energy of Ophiuchus for centuries, but nobody's been paying attention to it. Oh, I'm sorry. Spirit had to let my shadow out a little bit there. Okay, anyway. Closing message for Ophiuchus in terms of this general energy, and then we're going to get into some love for you, but closing messages for general Ophiuchus here in this full moon. You've got the Queen of Wands now. Remember how we were talking about the King of Wands before and how the King of Wands was reversed? That was in the first half of the reading, okay, where we were talking about the astrology. Still, even if you don't have an Ophiuchus rising or even an Ophiuchus sun, that would still probably be relevant for you, because again, this is how this is affecting the universally, the constellation, the energy, the sign of Ophiuchus, okay? So just take it as it resonates. But now we do have the Queen of Wands here, okay? So this is all about your divine alignment. This is all about you getting into the alignment of who you are. I'm also hearing the divine alignment of who it is you truly want to be. Not only who it is you truly are, but who it is, the divine being that you truly want to be. The divine alignment that you truly want to hold. And I'm not just saying this, you know, for shits and giggles, saying it this way, like in this way, phrasing it this way, what you truly want for shits and giggles. No, it's something that you actually truly want. It's something that fills you with joy. It's something that fills you with happiness. It's something that keeps you going. It's something that is, it's a passion within you. It's a desire within you. It's something that never goes out. Queen of Wands, this is your alignment. It's all about your alignment right now, Ophiuchus. How you can get your alignment into greater form for yourself. But see, stepping into this alignment means understanding to greater amounts who it is you truly are and what it is you truly stand for, I'm hearing for some of you. So this could have moralistic value to it. But you can't know what it is you truly want until you know who it is you truly are and what it is you truly stand for. And I feel like this is giving you an opportunity to uncover greater depths, greater vision into this. Okay, sorry, my nose is still itching, you guys. Next, you have the Ace of Pentacles, and then finally you have Temperance. I feel, and then you have the World at the bottom of the deck. Okay, I was feeling like there was some sort of offer that could be given. The direct result of something coming to completion could be some sort of offer that someone may give to another. It could be a business offer, it could be a job offer, it could be a partnership offer, it could be a truce, I don't know, some sort of gift. It also could be some sort of love offer here. All right, but if it's not something being given, it's just the commencement of whatever is new for you, Ophiuchus. Okay, you have the Queen of Wands. With that, you have the Ace of Pentacles and Temperance. This is your closing energy, closing message for this overall energy. And then you have the World here at the bottom of the deck. Completion of a cycle. So ultimately, either this Ace of Pentacles is a offer, a physical offer, as in terms of partnership potentially, or maybe a gift. And if it's not anything physical like that, it is symbolic of the seed that is to be planted, that's going to grow the new fruit or grow the new plant that ultimately will subsequently grow new fruit. And that new fruit is whatever it is you are getting into direct alignment with. Queen of Wands, that seems to be bringing the end of the closing of a cycle for you. For some of you, it is the closing of the cycle. For others of you, it is... I'm sorry. For some of you, it is bringing the closing of a cycle. For others of you, it's the closing of the cycle that is bringing this awareness, this new divine alignment. And it's happening because it's naturally time for this situation, this circumstance to be closed out of your life. Okay, even if it feels like maybe somebody here is very energetically aware of their Akashic record or of their plan in this lifetime, because it feels like somebody here is saying to themselves, this feels like it's ending prematurely. Now, maybe it's something more three-dimensional in terms of you see or feel or have some understanding that there is still more work to be done here, something like that, and yet the cycle is closing out naturally on its own, and you're kind of like, whoa, this feels a little premature. I haven't even done X, Y, and Z yet. Maybe you don't need to do X, Y, and Z. That's actually kind of what that's saying, I'm hearing, okay? Let it happen naturally, Ophiuchus. But the cycle is closing out. You are gaining a new opportunity, and that opportunity is in direct alignment with what it is you are in alignment with. So you really need to start understanding what it is that you want if you are having trouble with that, or if you have been having trouble with that, okay? 555 on the counter, great change is coming, but with that 555 was a 2. There is definitely a need to find balance within the self, okay? In order for this greater alignment to be achieved, to be able to be achieved is what I'm hearing. Okay, Ophiuchus? Excellent. Cool. Let's move forward. We're going to get into some love messages for Ophiuchus at this time for this full moon in Scorpio. Love messages for Ophiuchus. Let's start. I need an upgrade. I feel ancient, you guys. I have had this deck of cards forever, and I need an upgrade on my cards. So if you guys have any suggestions in terms of cards I can use, or cards you may want to see me use on this channel for you, I am always open to that. Always open to those suggestions, and I will see what I can do. Yeah. All right, Ophiuchus. Let's get these love messages for you. I'm gonna get 2 shuffles here for this new moon in Scorpio. I'm sorry, I keep wanting to say the new moon. It's not the new moon, it's the full moon. But this could be, okay, what I am hearing, Ophiuchus, and I guess this is coming through now, so this is a love specific message. Something about the cycle between this full moon and the next new moon. There's going to be a completion of a process. For some of you, you are seeing this at the new moon for the first time. So whatever new moon is to follow this full moon in Scorpio, True Sidereal Astrology, it feels like some sort of cycle may be completed by this time. Last shuffle here. All right, what love messages do you have for Ophiuchus? Give your relationship a chance. I'm getting really hot. There are a lot of angels around you, I'm hearing. Okay, that's wonderful. And then very soon, someone's waiting on something. Someone may feel, I'm seeing 5 of Cups energy. Someone may feel like they're in the depths of despair, that something is never gonna happen, whether it's a situation with a specific person or just your love life in general. What are we giving it? What's with this give your relationship a chance? We do have engagement. Okay. So this could be something as simple as you've been with this person for an extremely long time and you don't know when they're actually gonna get engaged to you. For others of you, you may be in separation. What's going on? Why are we giving our relationship a chance here? And why is it involved with engagement? What? We have codependency. Give your relationship a chance. Engagement and codependency. Okay, Ophiuchus, this feels like this is a situation for someone who wants to be engaged, who wants to be married, who wants to have that sort of relationship, wants to have that high level commitment, but maybe suffering from some codependency issues. Okay, for somebody here, that is the issue. That is the direct issue here that you are facing right now in terms of wanting to have a marriage, an engagement, a higher level commitment. This does say engagement, your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment, but I feel like that is happening, Ophiuchus, because you are dealing with codependency issues. And as you deal with these codependency issues, your vibration rises higher and higher and higher. You rise higher and higher, so you are not bogged down. Your vibration is higher, so you can, in fact, attract a high level soulmate. And I feel like that's what you're working on, and I feel like that's why you have give your relationship a chance here, Ophiuchus, because some of you may have this high level soulmate, high level relationship already in your life and you're dealing with turmoil, okay? And you're obviously needing to give that relationship a chance if this is resonating for you. But for others of you, you don't have that in your life yet. And you're being asked to give the possibility of you finding that relationship a chance, because as you do this work on healing from codependency issues, you are slowly but surely very soon going to reach that level of attunement, I'm hearing, vibrational attunement to attract that high level relationship, that engagement that you're looking for. Anything else for Ophiuchus here? In terms of very soon, maybe? Oh shit, okay. Ooh, okay. Ooh, what do we got here? What do we got here? I'm looking at very soon, and all of this stuff flew out, Ophiuchus. And like I said, just as I suspected, some of you are in fact in separation with someone, okay? And you're looking to come out of it, because we do have separation here that has come out. Now we're clarifying very soon, okay? And we're gonna get deeper into this, Ophiuchus, but for now, let's just look at it from this point of view. For one of the first cards you have here, I wanna point out is separation. I do feel like the separation is going to be ending very soon, whether or not you are staying with this person or not. I do feel like for some of you that a separation is bound to end, but this separation ends because you guys end up parting ways. But we're going to look deeper into that. Okay. But see, here's the thing. Honestly, the dominant thing that I'm feeling here for you, Ophiuchus, is that very soon is speaking to the fact that you are going to be releasing yourself from this situation very soon. So we may have two different stories. This is going to be a very long reading, but we may have two different stories that we want to investigate here, okay? Maybe two different sides to the equation. The Tower just wanted to show itself. Oh boy, okay. You guys are in separation. And the reason why you are in separation is because there were some sort of red flags that you need to be paying attention to. You deserve love, and you need to love yourself first. And this to me feels very much like you guys are going to be going your separate ways, at least until someone... What? I don't even know what. I don't even want to... I really just want to get into the cards for this. I do think we have two different situations here. Okay, the first message, and maybe this is someone that is resonating with this second message here, but I'm really going to be investigating this second message here. The first message is give your relationship a chance. Some of you are looking for this high-level engagement, high-level situation, but you're dealing with codependency issues, okay? That doesn't mean that you resonate with this side of the equation that we're going to dive into, because it does feel like some of you here are, in fact, single, okay? Now, others of you could be resonating with this first part of the situation, and you're still needing to give that reality of the high-level relationship, what it is you are truly dreaming of, that you don't seem to be able to find with this person that you're in separation with right now. You need to be giving the reality of that a chance as well, because that is in fact possible. But in order for you to get that, you have to first pay attention to the red flags, understand that you deserve love, and start to love yourself first. And that very well may be what this separation is teaching you. So what I'm feeling here for those who are resonating with this side of the equation is that very soon you are going to be able to you are going to be releasing yourself from this toxic situation and giving yourself more of an opportunity to find the relationship that it is you truly desire. All right? But let's dive into this here, this situation for you, Ophiuchus. Show me Ophiuchus, please. In this separation energy. Show me Ophiuchus. Two more shuffles for you, Ophiuchus. Show me Ophiuchus. Full moon in Scorpio. How you can greater love yourself. How you can greater take care of yourself. This is absolutely a theme here, all right? Okay, show me this. What is this energy? Show me Ophiuchus in this situation, please. In this separation. Show me Ophiuchus here. We have the Page of Swords and the Emperor. Show me Ophiuchus here in this separation. Show me Ophiuchus. Well, Ophiuchus, I am hearing your loyalty knows no bounds. You are showing up as the Emperor here. Okay, the Emperor with the Page of Swords, or at least somebody is showing up as the Emperor. And what I'm getting from the Emperor is boundaries. And I don't feel, Ophiuchus, I don't feel like, I feel like this is all business, okay? This is giving me strictly business energies, no emotion. Even if this, I mean, this is a love situation. This is love we're talking about here, but this is strictly business in terms of setting rules and setting boundaries. It's not personal. While there may be some sort of emotions here, it's strict, it's not, somebody's taking charge. Somebody's standing guard, holding their own, holding themselves in this separation. This may have been a consciously induced separation, Ophiuchus. That is what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like somebody stepped up here and asserted their own boundaries and now is standing off on the sidelines, holding their own, but watching the other person. And this is where, and I don't get this in a creepy sense. This is not a creepy stalker type of situation, Ophiuchus. This is where I'm getting, this is strictly business. It's because what I'm hearing is you violated me. Somehow somebody broke the rules, is what I'm going to say. And that Hierophant energy did show up in the general part of this reading for this full moon, okay? Somebody is showing up for themselves. Somebody is holding their own, and somebody is standing off on the sidelines, and they're saying, no, I am holding this boundary. And it is the only reason, it is strictly business here. The only reason I am holding this boundary is because you violated me somehow. I have no choice here. I'm bound. Eight of Swords. Woo! It's getting windy, y'all. See, here's the thing. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Someone was not valued well enough. And so, yeah, with the Four of Cups. Okay, someone was not valued. Someone was taken advantage of. I'm hearing someone was neglected, taken for granted. I'm hearing that very specifically. Somebody was taken for granted. And that's why they're saying, no, I'm standing my ground. I'm holding these boundaries because you violated me. You violated my sense of value. I'm hearing specifically, you know how valuable I am to you. This person may be an earth sign, specifically a Capricorn with this Queen of Pentacles here. They don't have to be an earth sign. They may have a strong earth placement because now the Four of Pentacles is showing itself as I'm saying this. This person is really digging their heels in. Yes, because you violated us. You violated this process. You violated our progress. These are things I'm hearing. You violated me. You violated our relationship. You violated the sanctity of our marriage. Yikes. Okay, that's some pretty deep and heavy shit. But here's the thing. This person feels like they have no choice with the Eight of Swords here, but to set these boundaries. And they're persevering with this Four of Wands. Uh-oh. Power went out. That's no good, but I'm going to continue recording. Oh, there it goes. Come back again. Okay. Only bad thing is that my computer shut off, but that's fine. It'll be okay. Here's the thing, and this is why I'm saying, Ophiuchus, your loyalty knows no bounds. And maybe that's just for somebody specific. Maybe somebody has specifically a Leo placement, but loyalty is also an Ophiucan thing. Okay, Ophiuchus, again, is very closely tied to Scorpio. Scorpio is a fixed sign, so that means that fixed signs can be very loyal energies, right? Typically very loyal. So that's kind of where your loyalty aspect comes from, Ophiuchus, okay? But somebody here is still willing to persevere, hasn't, what I want to say, Ophiuchus, this person hasn't fully removed themselves from the situation. So this is why it can go one of two ways. Either you guys could be going parting ways specifically for good, or you guys could be coming back together. But that's the process you're under right now. Judgment call. A judgment call is happening here, is what I want to say, is what I'm hearing actually. And that judgment call is based on the Six of Pentacles, the balance between give and take. And oh my God, damn, Ophiuchus, look at this. This is all about balance. Okay, this is all about equilibrium. This is all about the balance between give and take. And no, there is, even though we're talking about love here, Ophiuchus, there is no emotion involved in this. This is strictly business, okay? Can you line up with the rules and regulations? I mean, Ophiuchus, I can't say it any better. This is strictly business at this point. There are no emotions involved here. This is strictly facts and physical representation, okay? Let me break this down for you. This judgment call that is being made, the judgment is solely based on how a situation is reciprocal, whether it is reciprocal or not. That is the judgment call here. The King of Swords, Aquarius energy, air energy, excuse me, zero emotion. The Earth, Earth can be a little bit of a softie sometimes, depending on how much water is in there. But the air, zero emotion, okay? So this is based on physical evidence, okay? And it's all about balance. Spirit said, I said what I said. Temperance and the Two of Pentacles. It's all about balance. It's about spiritual balance. It's about physical balance. It's also about the long term. See, somebody is really in this for the long haul. Or at the very least, especially since now we do have the Three of Wands coming back up here. I'm looking at the Ten of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, the Three of Wands. Someone has a vision for their future and they're working on aligning with it. And I'm feeling, Ophiuchus or Crosswatcher, if you don't align with this new alignment that they're in, or if you don't align with this vision that they're in, they are willing to let you go, to seek greater alignment with individuals that would be aligned. They are, take this as it resonates. Either it's a good thing or it's a bad thing. I'm not here to judge. I'm just here to read the energies, but it does feel like somebody has a vision of a long-term goal that they are holding on to. I'm not here to judge whether it's good or bad. all you need to know in this moment is that somebody has something that they are aligning with, that they are holding a vision of. And if you don't align to it with them, they will search for someone else who will. Because for this individual, it's not about who aligns with them. It's about the proper energies to align with to get them here, because they're holding on to this vision of the 10 of Pentacles, their long-term goals. And for some of you Ophiuchans here, this has changed. Right? Because for some of you, I'm saying you have new things that you want to be investing in. Well, if this is for you, this is not something that you have had for a long time. This is a new vision that you have that you want to be investing in. You are holding on to it for dear life. 4 of Pentacles, or at the very least, you have enough of a foundation within yourself to start building upon, to start bringing this new vision to physical reality. But either way, whether this is for better or for worse, Ophiuchus, this person is going to get what they want. 6 of Wands. And I'm hearing for some of you, this is really good. For some Ophiuchans here, this is you, okay? And this is really good because this means that you are taking greater action. You are getting into greater alignment with what it is you truly want here, and you're freeing yourself from limitations. That's excellent. For others of you, this is a message. This is a warning I'm hearing. This is a vision into somebody that you are associating with that is giving you a really hard time. And what you need to know is where this person's focus is. Because you've been trying to figure out whether this person is focused on you or not, or whether this person's intentions have you involved with it or not. And for somebody out here, I hate to break it to you, bub, but no, they don't. Unfortunately, this person, I don't even really want to fully say unfortunately, because I don't know the specific circumstances of this. Maybe I'm just supposed to be the messenger here to let you down easy, to let you know that, no, this person doesn't focus on you as much as you think they have been, or they don't have you in as part of their overall plan. This is not good or bad, Ophiuchus. This is the fact of the matter is this person is aligning with what it is they truly want. Just like you could be aligning with what it is they truly want, what it is you truly want. And if you, in your personal alignment, are not an energetic match to what it is that they want, then they have the free will. They are absolutely allowed and, quite frankly, are encouraged to move in the direction that does represent that greater alignment. And if, unfortunately, that takes you away from them or them away from you, the alignment is best that way, is what I'm hearing. It's even best for you, because obviously it wasn't in alignment with you either. Or else it wouldn't have gravitated away from you. It would have gravitated towards you, right? I'm not going to sit here and judge as to whether this is good or bad. But someone has something very specific in their sights. And this does feel like a brand new energy for someone. Someone is coming out of the gate feeling, looking, acting brand new. All right, and they've got some new visions and new goals in mind through this through this full moon in Scorpio energy for you, Ophiuchus. You really have the potential to uncover these things, to come out of this full moon out the gate, looking, smelling, acting, feeling brand new, right? Okay. I want to get some energies from the other side of the equation. This person that you're dealing with, Ophiuchus, this person that you're holding boundaries against. Let's talk about this. I did just see 1212. I do remember that being a message of luck, success in love. But I feel like, Ophiuchus, through somebody holding their boundaries here, that's how you're going to find success, even though it may look and seem like your success is prolonged because now you are separating further from someone. You are actually completely releasing someone, and now you got to be working on making your way towards someone new. That's not a setback. It's greater alignment, okay? But let's look at what the energies are for this other side of the equation. The person that you are holding boundaries from. Sorry, guys. I'm going to be fighting mosquitoes. Woo! Look, we do have the devil here. Toxic energies, Ophiuchus. You really just want to let this go. But what I'm feeling like here, Ophiuchus, is that you recognize these toxic energies now. You see them clearly. You see them for who they are. Trust your intuition. Trust what your intuition is saying to you, Ophiuchus, because this shit is toxic and you know it. Show us this other person for Ophiuchus. Who are they holding their boundaries against? Do you have the Six of Swords first? What I'm hearing, Ophiuchus, I'm feeling this person sees you leaving, understands that you're moving forward. This person may even be moving forward themselves or trying to move forward. Show us this other person here for Ophiuchus. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Yes, indeed, Ophiuchus. This person actually, number one, is either seeing you move on or are moving on themselves. And what I'm hearing is, if they are moving on themselves, it is because they see you moving on. Now, not all of them are moving on themselves. Some of them are standing there staring at you, watching you walk away. Some of them are even going so far as to question why this is even happening when the judgment call of their deception is staring them right in the face. You have the Six of Swords with judgment to the Seven of Swords. The reason why someone is moving away from them is because of the toxic energy. The judgment has been called on the toxicity, on the deception, on the lies, the deceit, the betrayal. Show us this other person, please, that Ophiuchus is holding boundaries against. Toxic energy. Yes, look, see, the cards said what they said. The cards said, Spirit said what it said, okay? You have Scorpio energy here, but you have death next for this person. And then you have the Six of Pentacles. And remember, Ophiuchus, I was saying somebody here is under judgment right now. So some of you may come back together with this person. But if you do, this judgment is solely based on how the situation can now be reciprocal in a new and balanced way. And this person that you're dealing with here, I guess Scorpio, maybe they are a Scorpio, maybe you really resonate with Scorpio, but Ophiuchus, Scorpio full moon. Ha ha ha. Excuse me, I got a little bit excited there. Scorpio full moon though. Okay, so this doesn't have to be a specific romantic partner, Ophiuchus. This could be family members. The reason why this thing is changing here is because something about this Scorpio full moon is uncovering how the situation has been deeply unreciprocal. And now you're being given a chance and or an opportunity. These you are jointly together, are being given a chance and or opportunity to fix this. So you could very well, very soon, be coming back together with these people or this person, should they get with the program, is kind of what I want to say here. Or maybe you don't. Maybe this death, maybe this transformation completely transformed this person or these people out of your life for good. Who knows? But all you got to do is sit back. Well, okay, no, I'm sorry. I forgot. This was showing us the other person here. You do have the Ace of Cups as their overall energy at the bottom of the deck. I am hearing parting ways, Ophiuchus. I'm not going to lie. And if you guys are parting ways, you're parting ways with love. And I feel like this person understands fully why you would be choosing to walk away from them, okay? You do have the Ace of Cups to the Tower to the Sun. I love you. Now, okay, for this other person, this cup of love, this Ace of Cups here is grace. And I know that this sounds backwards. I know that this sounds completely ass backwards, Ophiuchus. But this Ace of Cups is grace for this other person. And that grace that is being handed to them is the illumination of whatever is happening that is causing this Tower moment. Girl, I know that sounds ass backwards, okay? But there is grace that is being given, handed to this individual. Why? Because it's bringing them illumination. It's bringing them awareness. And Ophiuchus, even though you guys may be fully parting ways, you are still parting ways, having given this person knowledge of how to not act like this again. That's why this Ace of Cups represents grace. Even though there is a Tower moment here because something is being illuminated, and yes, it's causing great grief, Five of Cups, it's still grace. The universe is still handing you, still handing this person the grace to drink from a cup when you have been parched. And yes, you've been parched. I mean, your throat, your tongue is dry as the Sahara Desert. And yes, you need water, but that very first drink of water, Ophiuchus, is going to be so shockingly painful because your mouth is so fucking dry. But every subsequent sip that you take from that cup is going to nourish you and replenish you more and more and more. You just gotta get through the initial shock. Is this making sense? So whether you guys are parting ways for good or not, it doesn't matter. It's all a victory here, Ophiuchus. Because either way, somebody is changing their tune. Page of Wands. Now this is coming from the deck of the other person. So either they're changing their tune, Page of Wands, changing their alignment because they see differently. They've had a change in perspective, Page of Wands to the Hanged Man. Or conveniently, or maybe inconveniently, however you want to see it, either or they're changing their tune, but you're still walking away from them. In some cases, it's not until you fully decide to sever those ties and completely walk away. That's when they finally get it. Actually, that might be the Tower moment for somebody. The Tower moment doesn't actually really happen for someone here until someone decides to love themselves enough and completely walk away. Sever all ties and give up all hope of this ever coming back together or ever being different or ever healing and just completely walking them away. I'm hearing saving themselves from it and completely walking away. That's the Tower moment someone needs to finally get what this judgment call was all about to begin with. But better late than never, right? Okay, Ophiuchus, that's it. I hope this was helpful for you. Thank you so much for tuning in to your very first reading on your official channel. I am so excited to channel more energies for you guys, to do more readings for you guys. Please look out for an official intro video where I kind of explain my perspective here, what my intentions are for this channel, my understanding of Ophiuchus. I also do feel like I want to do another separate video talking about True Sidereal Astrology. Obviously, if you find yourself on this channel, it's because in more times than not, you are familiar with the energy of Ophiuchus. So that means you're familiar more times than not, that mostly you're familiar with Sidereal Astrology. And what I practice as an astrologer is called True Sidereal Astrology, which is slightly different. And so I want to talk about that with you guys. So I think that's going to be its own video as well. Okay. But yeah, stay tuned. I love you guys. Happy full moon in Scorpio. I hope this was helpful for you. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you have any suggestions, if there are things that you want me to look into, if there are things that you want to talk about, whether that be just tarot or astrology, please leave your suggestions in the comments section down below. Let me know how this resonates for you. I love you all so very much, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Yes? Bye.